What if the most important choices you make in life were not all yours? What if hidden systems were slowly changing the way you think about money, relationships, work, and even the truth by watching how you click, pause, and scroll? Today, we're going to talk about the psychological realities that explain how social media algorithms change the way you make decisions over time, and the changes go deeper than you might imagine. 1. Your brain starts to look for quick rewards. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are all built on systems that give out different rewards. Fact about the mind, your dopamine system gets more sensitive when rewards are unpredictable. Like when a post goes popular, you get a surprise, or you suddenly grow. Over time, this changes how you make decisions to short-term benefits, quick responses, immediate confirmation. Long-term planning doesn't feel as good anymore because it doesn't give you rapid rewards. Your brain steadily starts to like now more than later. 2. Repetition makes things seem true. Algorithms put material you interact with first. The more you interact with a viewpoint, the more information that is similar to it you will see. Psychological fact: repeated exposure enhances perceived accuracy regardless of the information's veracity. This is called the illusory truth effect. This can have an effect over time. Beliefs about politics, choices about health, plans for money, how much risk you can handle. What the algorithm keeps giving you shapes your long-term perception of the world. 3. Emotional intensity changes how you see risk. Content that makes people feel strongly, angry, scared, or impressed gets more attention. Fact about psychology: if you watch or read emotionally charged things often, your baseline level of arousal goes up. When your brain gets used to being constantly stimulated, boring decisions are calm, extreme opinions seem typical. It is likely that there will be big effects. This changes how you think about risk. You can think that threats are worse than they really are. Your long-term choices start to show emotional momentum instead of balanced logic. 4. Quietly, choice architecture narrows. Algorithms don't merely display you things you like, they conceal what you do not interact with. Psychological fact: people think they're free to choose when possibilities are filtered in a way that they can't see. This is true even when their choices are limited. Over time, this has an effect on possible career paths you think about, things you buy, groups you join, things you think about. The choices you didn't know were taken away affect the choices you make in the future. 5. Comparing yourself to others changes your life goals. You see curated success all the time on sites like LinkedIn and Facebook. Fact about the mind: comparing yourself to others all the time makes you unhappy and changes your long-term ambitions. You might switch jobs for status, spend more than you can afford, postpone obligations, change what success means based on how visible it is. Your life planning is based on highlights that are made bigger by algorithms. 6. Identity is based on performance. Algorithms reward people who are consistent. When some of your posts do well, you probably act like that version of yourself again. Fact about the mind: behavior that is encouraged in public becomes part of who you are. You might put more weight on some beliefs, stay away from nuance, put down opinions that don't work well. Your performative self is starting to guide your future choices. 7. Attention fragmentation makes it harder to make complicated decisions. Short-form content teaches you how to swap contexts quickly. Fact about psychology: switching tasks often makes it harder to focus on mental tasks. You need to keep thinking about long-term choices like marriage, school, and investment. But when your brain gets used to 15-second bursts of stimuli, deep thinking might feel like a lot of work. You might choose easier, more emotionally rewarding options by default. 8. The algorithm becomes a mirror of behavior. Over time, algorithms learn your habits better than you do when you pay attention to them. They find what makes you keep scrolling, what makes you mad, what gets you excited, what scares you. Fact about the mind: when people see things that represent their impulses again and over again, those impulses get stronger. This forms a feedback loop. 9. It's harder to value things that happen later. Social media sites reward how often you post, not how patient you are. Psychological fact: when short reward cycles are in charge, the brain puts less value on outcomes that take longer to happen. This has an impact on saving versus spending, habits that are good for your health, improving your skills, keeping a relationship going. It seems like future benefits are hard to understand. Immediate participation feels real. 10. The illusion of freedom stays strong. This is the strongest section. You still feel in charge. Fact about psychology. People don't like the thought that other people affect their choices. The complexity of algorithmic effect makes it hard to see in your mind. This means that the long-term effects build up slowly. The big picture. Social media algorithms do not control your mind, but they are systems that shape behavior. They have an effect on what you see, how often you see it, what feelings are stronger, what concepts come up again and again. And over time, those little pushes add up. One choice at a time, one belief at a time, one goal at a time. The question is not if algorithms affect you. Yes, they do. The true question is, are you making choices about your future on purpose? Or is your history of scrolling picking it for you? Because you don't make long-term choices in just one time. They change slowly, by what you pay attention to over and over.